Okay, sir.
Okay, great. So before I start today's session, I just want to make sure last time I gave an assignment, I mean individual assignment. Have you all submitted?
Yes, sir. Some of us submitted.
I noticed that there are 93 submissions. I hope that you all have submitted that assignment within the deadline. So I will evaluate that assignment and I'll put the marks. Okay. So let me share today's slide. Can you able to see my screen now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is on my screen?
Chapter 3.
Chapter 3, what?
Managing information resources and IT application in the organization.
Then
Managing information resources.
okay, great. So we have successfully completed two chapters, chapter 1 and chapter 2. Today we are going to start the new chapter, that is chapter number 3, managing information resources and IT application in the organizations. So in today's session, we are going to cover the following areas. First, we will discuss about what is information resources. Then we will discuss about information resource management. Then we will focus on information classifications, a type of information resources business firm require. And at the end, we will discuss about some of the goals of information resource management. So these are the area today we are going to discuss. First, let me begin with this information resources. So any idea about this information resources? I think in chapter number 1, we looked at the raw data and I mean, actually we discussed information processing. So the data and some processing steps. After that, we are getting the informations. So we learned this step by process in chapter number 1. And I hope that you all know what is data, what is input, informations, and knowledge and wisdom, and so on. Okay. So any idea about this information resources?
That is a data and information used by an organization.
Okay. Information resource.
A collection of value information.
Any idea?
It's resources that we can gain information, mean a collection of information generated by human.
Right?
A collection of information generated by people, and we can surf and we can get the knowledge we required.
Any other idea?
One of the particular platform that provides content and information services for the user.
One of the platform
That provides content and information and data for the user.
that provide data, content, and information to the users. Okay. Any other idea?
Where we get information from, such as internet, newspaper.
Okay. Okay, great. So we will discuss about this informations and information resources. So every organization, especially every business organization, they are highly depending and highly using informations for their routine and business operations. So when we take a business organization, they are using variety of informations. So these informations are from various sources. These informations are from variety of sources. A little later, I'm going to introduce the type of information sources. So without these informations, it is difficult for them to run their business operations. So business need the information to be successful, and that information can come from variety of sources, both internal and external. So the information can be from internal sources or external sources. For the successful operation of this business organization, they definitely need and they are using informations. So understanding the various sources of information and how to access them can help the business firms and their leaders to stay on top of emerging today's trend and environmental factors that can affect their success. So basically, business organizations are highly depending on this business organization because they have to tackle or they have to face today's emerging trend and the environmental factors. Then only they can be the top in their business operations. Then only they can sustain in their business operations. Now look at this diagram. There you can understand the hierarchy of these informations, like the bottom part before the informations, the bottom part is the what? Data. So you know this data, it is a individual fact or figures of unprocessed data, the raw data. From the raw data, when raw data are organized or systematically arranged or categorized, we may say it is informations. So organized, structured, categorized, so meaningful or useful data is called informations. Then from these informations, when we take any ideas, or from the information when we learn something, so when we from the information if we can able to make any conceptualizations or synthesizes, so we may call it knowledge, and from the knowledge we are getting the wisdom. So like understanding, integrations, applied, reflected, so actionables or decision makings or principles or patterns, we may call them as a wisdom. So this is the hierarchy for these informations. So now can you able to understand this hierarchy?
Yes, sir.
So what is the basic form?
Data.
The bottom line, what is the basic form?
Data.
Then
Information.
Information. Knowledge.
Then
Wisdom.
okay, great. So now we know this information resources, and we looked at the various hierarchy in this informations. Now we are going to discuss about information resource management. So what does it mean? information resource management. Information resource management.
To manage and control all of the resources.
To managing.
One managing platform to control the all of the resources.
I couldn't get you what you are saying. Managing.
To manage all of the resources. To produce
To manage all of the resources.
To produce information for
To
the
produce
particular
information.
user.
Okay. Any other idea? Any other idea?
The process of managing information resources to accomplish organizations' missions.
Process of making.
Managing information resources to accomplish organizations' missions.
Okay. Any other idea? Any other idea? Any other idea? Okay, great. So like other resources, let's say physical assets or human resources, information also believed as a resource or asset for an organization because of its important, its usage, its valuable. So organization believe information as a resource or an asset because of its important and usage. So this information resource should be collected, stored, and processed and maintained and disseminated for these organizations. This is called information resource management. So these informations are from various sources. Organizations are collecting and storing the information from various sources. It can be either internal source or external sources. And when organizations are collecting, storing, processing, maintaining, and disseminating this information in a proper way, is called information resource management. Got the idea? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So information resource management basically deal with the management of information as a resource. It is a concept that deal with the collections, storage, process, maintenance, dissemination, and the use of information by the organizations. So basically the information resource management is a broad term in IT that refers to the management of records or informations or data set as a resource. So information resource management refers the management of records, informations, or data set as a resource. What the idea? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
What the idea?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So if I want to tell in nutshell, organizations are highly depending on this information and they are collecting this information from various sources. It can be either internal sources or external sources. And organizations believe this information as a resource or assets because of its usage and importance. And when organizations are collecting this information from various sources and storing, collection, its storage and process and maintenance and the dissemination of this information is called information resource management. Great. So now we must know the purpose or the goal of information resource management, or we may say the importance of information resource management. What may be the importance or what may be the goals or the purpose of information resource management? What may be? Any idea? The purpose of information resource management? Any ideas? Hello?
Yes, so what's the question, sir?
What are the importance of information resource management?
The information can be maintained correctly.
Information can be
Information-
maintained correctly, okay. Any other?
To identify the benefits of different information resources.
Sorry?
To identify the benefits of different information resources.
Identify the benefits of information resources. Any other?
Allows managers to use less resources in efficiency.
Allow managers to use less resources efficiently. Any other idea?
The profitability can be increased.
The profitability. How?
Because it provides insights and forecasts, so the profits can be improved. So
Okay, it can provide insight and forecasting, so they can maximize their profit.
project costs,
Okay.
budgets, everything can be. Project
Avoid
costs and all.
Sorry.
Avoid unnecessary delays.
It avoid unnecessary delays. Okay, great. Any other idea? Any other idea? Okay, great. So now we will discuss the purpose, the importance of goals of information resource management. Basically, when organizations have the proper information resource, they can produce their paperwork. So paperwork production. This involved facilitating the sharing in information collection and the establishment of a central collection system. So then they are not using the manual work or a paperwork. So then they can produce the paperwork. If there is a platform or a centralized system in their organization to access the informations, so whoever needs this information or the department, the connected department, so they can easily access the required information from the central database or a centralized system, data repository or a central system. So then they can produce their paperwork or a manual work. So paperwork productions. The data processing and telecommunication, in a sense, establishing policies for effective acquisition and utilization of computers and communication resources. So they can easily enter their transaction or the routine data information in the computer system. So then they can easily process the data, and these processed data can be stored in the centralized data repository or a database. So then other connected department or functional areas can easily access this data. Statistics. So you see, so most of the organizations are dealing with this data and reports and some of the figures and statistics. So they are highly dependent on these reports and statistics and figures to understand their market trend, customer behaviors, sales, and day-to-day transactions, and various aspects. So when they establish this proper information resource management inside the organizations, they can easily generate this report, and they can easily find the trend, various kind of statistics for their decision makings. Record maintenance management. So when they are having this proper information resource management inside the organizations, they can easily manage their records, like routine transactions and business activities and bank finance related activities, and so many records they can easily maintain in a system, correcting the deficiencies in existing records management practices and coordinating them with other information resource management functions. So whenever the functional department require any kind of records or a transaction, they can easily transfer this data and records for the connected department, so then they can process it. Information sharing and disclosure. sharing and disclosure of information to other parts of the organization. So then they can increase their efficiencies and they can avoid these delays in accessing or transferring the data information. Information policy and oversight, establishing a strong central management function responsible for the development and consistent information policies. So throughout the organizations, they can share their data information. At the same time, there are third-party organizations or stakeholders, outside stakeholders like legal organizations, government agencies, or some other connected partners or service providers. If they want to share any data information with outsiders and stakeholders, they can easily share their data informations. Organization development and administration, for their proper management and administration of their entire organizations, they need a sophisticated or effective information resource management inside the organization. So then they can easily develop and administer their organizations. So these are some of the purposes or some of the goals or importance of establishing information resource management for an organization. Got the idea? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's move to this information classifications. So basically, in this slide, we are going to discuss the various classifications for these informations. By considering its many characteristics, we may classify the information into various categories, like by source. So when we think about this source, we may classify the information as internal, external, primary, and secondary. So these are the classification under the category source. By source, we may say internal data or internal informations, external data or external informations, primary data or primary information, secondary data or secondary informations. So these are the source. By nature, we may classify the information as quantitative, qualitative, formal, informal. So if it is a quantitative, it can be countable or measurable. Qualitative, in a sense that information which can be which cannot be quantitative, it is a qualitative characteristic, qualitative data. And formal and informal. So connection irigum. Formal and informal. So there are by nature we may say formal informations and informal informations. By level. So based on the organization levels, so you know these various managerial levels. We looked at the various managerial level like bottom line, middle level, and the top level. So based on the managerial level, we may classify this information as strategic level, tactical or a managerial level, and the operational level. So when we consider this information based on the time, we may say historical informations, it is a past. Historical means past, the past years or a past month, historical informations. Present mean at present, today's. And future, near future or a future informations. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Then how about frequency?
Yes, sir.
How about the frequency? How about the frequency?
The information how long we are getting. The information how long we are getting through.
Yeah, the information how long we are getting through. In a sense, how quickly or in the time interval we are collecting or we are gathering the information, like real time. real-time information, hourly based information, daily based information, monthly information, annual information. So based on this frequency, we may classify the information into various categories like real-time, hourly based, hourly, daily, monthly, or annually. We may collect the information. How about this usage? How about this usage? By use or by usage? So basically, this information can be used for various managerial aspects. Like we may use this information for planning. We may use this information for some controlling. We may use this information for some decision making. So we may say planning, controlling, decision making in some other managerial operations. By form, how we may classify this information? By form,
how the information can be read by another person.
okay. So by form, we may say information from written document. Information can be from written documents, like let's say it can be reports, or it can be any book, or it can be from any hard copies, any magazines, or any books, anything, any article, written form. So, or else information can be from any audio sources, like audio records, audios. Okay, information can be from any visuals, like imaginary image, friend graph, or like printed documents, any dashboard. So these are visuals. Sensory. How sensory? By form, sensory, sensor data, sensor.
Feeling, like
Sorry?
feeling the information, like musical, these things, beats and everything.
Beats, yeah. We may say this information sensor data. Let's say you may heard about this IoT devices, Internet of Things devices, like smartwatches and some other embedded devices. So these devices can sensor the data, like let's say your heartbeat, your pulse rate. So these are the sensor data. It can sense the data from any sources, environment, temperature. So these are sensory data. By occurrence. By occurrence, how we may classify the informations? Occurrence.
At which time the information can be gathered, like within
Which,
intervals or occasional.
at which part, or sorry?
At how long, that means at which period we can gather
How
the
long or which period the information is collected. Let's say the planned intervals. So there is any predefined intervals, like quarterly, biannual or annually, or weekly planned intervals, occasionals, and on demand. So there are occurrences. We may collect the information from on demand. Seasonal informations, like let's say the festival sales, seasonal informations. By type. What sort of information classification? By type. Based on the type, we may classify information as a detailed information, detailed, summarized one, aggregated one, abstracted one. So these are the type. So we may get detailed information, detailed report, details. The informations are in detail, summarized. Summarized means it is precise. I mean, basic or summary information only available. Aggregated. Aggregated. Assume that in a financial statement or a financial report, you may get aggregated values. So let's say for a sales, for monthly sales, it is a accumulated or aggregated. The total sales will be there. So aggregated informations. Debt, case inflow, case outflow, creditors, debtors. So these are the aggregated values. Some aggregated, abstracted. Abstracted informations. This is also similar to the summarized informations. Let's say for a detailed report, you may get, let's say, executive summary. So there you can find the abstracted information for a detailed report or a detailed book or something. You will get a short paragraph or brief paragraph, brief idea, abstracted information. The detail will be summarized as a simple paragraph or a one page or something, abstracted information. So the information can be classified based on its characteristic in the following ways, like source, by nature, by level, by time, by frequency, by usage, by form, by occurrence, by type. Other than this, do you know any other type or do you know any other classifications? Other than this information classification, do you know any other? Hello? Hello? Am I audible? Can you
Yes,
hear me?
Yes, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Other than this, do you know any other classification? Yes or no? Do you know any other classification?
No, sir.
No. Okay, let's move into this next slide. The type of information resource needed for an organization, business organization. What sort of information they need? For a business organization, what sort of information they need?
Sales data.
Sales data. For a business organization, they need a sales related data information to understand what is the current sales status for their product. Sales related information. Okay, great. Any other?
Personal or individual information.
Right?
Personal or individual information.
Personal or individual information about whom?
Employees and customers.
About employees.
Employees or customers.
Personal or individual information, employee and customers, personal and individual information. Do they really need this? Do they really need personal and individual information?
For the particular purposes. They
For
will
some
need it.
reasons, they need it.
Yes.
For some reasons, they need this. They need employees and customers personal information. Okay. For some reasons. Okay. don't type the answer in the chat box. Please, you can openly speak. When I ask the question, you can openly speak. Don't type the answer in the chat box. Huh? Okay, any other information organization need?
Monthly financial reports.
Okay, monthly, they need their financial report to monitor their financial performance or business performance. Okay.
Feedbacks of customers.
Customer feedback, exactly. They need this customer feedback to understand the customer opinions, customer ideas, or customer satisfaction for their product and services. To improve their service, they need this customer feedback. To get some more insight about their product and services, they need this customer feedback. To design their new product, they need this customer feedback. Okay. Any other? Any other? Any other? Okay, great. With that, I'm going to add some more points with your answer. So basically, business organization need the informations for the following cases, like accurate and timely information can make or break a business, affecting its ability to plan, make, sell, and react to changes in the marketplace. So basically, business organizations require the informations to make, to plan, to react to changes in the market. So they need these informations. So what are the information they need? As you said, sales data, sales information, sales related information they need, financial information to understand their financial position. So financial status, they need financial related informations, and website statistics, basically to understand how about their product and their services status, like how many customers or how many outsiders visited their website, and what are the pages they are looking, what are the product they are looking, what is the product they mostly prefer, what is the site they mostly visit. So website statistic to understand their customer preferences and the customer behaviors. Industry report, definitely they need it, because then only they can understand the industry trend, the industry recent informations, what is new in the industry, who are the competitors, what are the substitute product in the industry. So what is their competitors product, the competitors strategies, the competitors moves. So some of the industry related informations, definitely this whole information they can understand from industry reports. Customer feedback, as you said, the customer feedback to improve their services and to understand the customer satisfaction level, to get customer insight, to improve their service, or to when they design new product, the customer feedback is very much important. So then they can improve the they can include some innovations. Internal data, basically this internal data, the business organization highly needed this internal data from various functional areas or a department. They are collecting this internal data So then they can easily understand their routine activities, their business operation, business transactions, and the internal data is highly important for them. So these are some of the type of information they need for run business organizations. Now we are going to discuss about in detail the type of information resources business firm procure. Internal data. First, we will begin with this internal data. So every business organization, they want to understand about their employees, sales, customers, transaction, operations, and functional area performance. So they need this internal data. So setting up system and processes for gathering the right information can help business leaders to track trend and analyze their progress. So they want to highly concern about their internal data. This can give some sort of idea into issues like what drives employees' dissatisfaction, the product most demanded by the customers, the areas of employee and customer satisfaction and the dissatisfactions. So if they want to understand functional area or departments, employees satisfaction, dissatisfaction, so the current issues, the customer related informations, the product which highly demanded by customers. If they want to get some sort of clue and some sort of idea, they need internal data. Other than this, why they need this internal data? Any other reasons or any other special circumstances? Internal data.
By using the internal data, the employees can be rewarded and the promotions can be given easily.
Exactly. By using internal data, so employees can be promoted, or they can awarded, or they may be promoted for some other positions. To understand their performance, to understand their achievements, internal data is must. Any other? Any other?
To increase the employee salary and increment.
Okay.
Data is very
To
important.
increase employee salaries, increment, or some other allowances, or to give some sort of financial or monetary benefits to the employees, some overtimes. Internal data. Okay, great. Any other?
For decision-making process.
Exactly. To take some sort of decisions, like let's say recruitment, new recruitment, or some sort of terminations, internal promotions. Okay, so these reasons they need internal data. Any other?
By using the information of customers, the product's quality can be increased.
Right. By? I couldn't get you properly.
Now, sir, by using this information of customers, we can produce that, we can increase the quality of the product they required.
Improve the quality of product.
Yeah.
Okay, great. And smooth operation of their business, like let's say, by looking the internal data informations, their business operation can be very effective in a sense. They can understand what is our current capacity, manufacturing capacity, or processing capacity, producing capacity, what is the quantity in our hand, what is the current demand, how much will be the future demand, how much we have to produce, how much unit of raw material we have to purchase from our suppliers, how many units we have to produce, and how many demand we have to fulfill. So all these kind of informations. So then they can run their business very smoothly. They can look after their manufacturing capacity. They can place the order for the raw materials. They can manufacture it. They can look at the current demand. They can fulfill this demand. So all this business activity, they need the internal data and informations. Great. So internal informations are highly essential for a business organization for their smooth operation. Next, we will look at this industry information. Why do business firm need this industry informations? Industry information, why do require?
To get competitive advantages.
Sorry? Sorry?
The organization wanted to get the competitive advantages.
Exactly. The organization, business organization wants to get, they wants to enjoy the competitive advantage. So then they need industry related information. Great. Any other idea?
For the research and development of the company.
To understand their business or the position in the market, they have to do some research and research activity. So they need this industry related information. Okay, great. Any other? Any other? Any other?
By using the industry information, we can identify the condition of the market.
Okay, by using industry information, they can understand the condition of the market. Okay, great. Any other? Okay, great. Industry related informations are very much important for business organization for the following reasons. Because every business organization, they can be a part of industry. They can be part of any industry. So when they properly understand their industry only, they can sustain in the business. In a sense, they have to understand who are their competitors, what are their product, what are their offering, what is the business our competitors are involving, what is their offering, what is their product, what is their strategies, what is their move, what is their price. So who are their customers? So then the particular business organization has to understand the industry related information to move forward, to sustain their business, to retain their customers, to retain their employees, to understand the market situation, to understand the market trend, to understand the product available in the market, the business opportunities available in the market, the business prospect available in the market. So for these reasons, they have to collect industry-related information so then they can sustain in their business operations. And every industry has an association connected with it and can serve a rich source of business information. So the industry is providing various kind of rich source of information for their stakeholders, like for their business organization. So then they can maximize this information to get benefits. So joining the appropriate trade and professional associations can help businesses to gather information about industry trend, best practices and resources, and some other various data informations. So there are various professional associations. When business organization become a member in this professional organization also, they can get various kind of information about their industry. Like professionals from the employees, there are several category of professionals, and they may have various groups or discussion forums or associations. They may conduct various workshops, seminars, conferences. They may release various magazines, business magazines. So they are releasing various kind of informations. So new trend, new strategies, success stories, failures. So they may release various success stories, various strategies, various move, various trend in the industry, business opportunities, business alliances, new ventureship. So these are some of the insight to sustain in the market. So business organization can get various kind of information from the industry. They can formulate their strategies. They can develop their business organization to sustain in the market. Good area. Industry related informations. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Good area.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next, competitive informations. Competitive informations. How the competitive information can be useful or essential. How these competitive informations are essential for an organization. Competitive informations. Competitor.
And the information about the competitors in the market.
Sorry.
We can gather information about the competitors in the market, and we can distinguish.
Can gather information about the competitors in the market. Okay, great.
To achieve the maximum target than other organizations.
Sorry.
To achieve the maximum targets and profits than other organizations.
To achieve maximum target and profit compared to their competitors. Okay, great.
To bring different changes rapidly.
Sorry.
Bring different changes in organization rapidly.
I couldn't get you. What are you trying to say? I couldn't get you. Competitor informations.
Can calculate the higher profit margins of the organization.
Sorry.
We can calculate the higher profit margins of the organization.
Calculate higher profit margins for the organization. Okay. Any other?
To increase the productivity.
Sorry.
To increase the productivity.
To increase the productivity. Okay. Okay, great. The competitive information or competitive informations. Basically, business organizations are in the market to earn profit and maximize from opportunities. So business firms are in the market to earn the profit and to maximize from opportunities or opportunities. So they are collecting or they are gathering the competitors' informations for their profit maximization as well as to sustain in the market. In a sense, through the search of what you call various sources, online platforms, social medias, and some other various sources, they are collecting their competitors' informations. They are collecting this information like the market trend. So what is the product in the market which has highest sales? What is the product which has less sales? So then what is the marketing opportunity available in the market? And what may be the reason behind this less sales or sales drop? So what may be the reasons? What are the unutilized market segment? who are the customers, to understand the customer behaviors. Who are the customers? What is their preferences? What actually they are looking for from the companies or business organizations? What is their demand? What is the price fitting for them, for our target groups or customers, customer segment? What is the price which fit for them, suitable for them? And what is our competitors? Who are our competitors? What is our competitors offering? What is our competitors advertising? What is our competitors promotions? What is the offering they are giving? What is the offer they are giving? Any discount? Any advertising strategies they are following? And who are our competitor suppliers? Who are our competitors business partners? So all these kind of informations. What is our competitors strategies? What is our competitors move? How they are retaining their customers? So all these kind of information will give some positive insight for business organizations, so then they can formulate their strategies to win in the market or to sustain in the business market. So then they can maximize their profit as well as they can capitalize on the business opportunities also. At the same time, they can collect various sources, various information from online platform and social media and digital platforms. They are like they can use the social media like Twitter, Facebook, and some other LinkedIn profile, LinkedIn business pages. There they can observe or they can collect informations like our competitors posting, our competitors advertisements, our competitors some success stories, or some of our competitors move or strategies, new linkage, our competitors new project. So then by observing our competitors, how they are treating our their customers, at customer feedback, customer opinions, customer posting, customer queries. From this particular business organization can get some sort of insight. Those insights are very much helpful to formulate their strategies. So competitors' information are very much essential in the market. So then business organization can maximize this information to grow their business operation and sustain in the market. How about the next one is the government information. Why do business organizations concern about this government informations? Does it really matter for business organization, the government informations? Government informations?
Yes, sir.
Do they really need this government information for their business operation?
Yes, sir.
How? Or why these informations are informative? Why government informations are very much essential?
Because all the organizations are dependent to government, so that they can either learn about these tax details.
Okay. Business organization need this government information to understand the government policies or tax related information. Okay, great.
Some labor related information and some act of
Sorry.
some labor related act and legal matter are available on the government websites.
The government informations, basically the labor related issues and labor related matters, the legal matters. So these informations are important for business organization. Okay. Any other?
Every organization should follow the government policies, otherwise they will punish.
A business organization has to follow the government policies, so they need government information. Okay, great. Government informations. Any other idea?
Can learn about the fixed price rate of the raw materials, dollars and everything.
Sorry?
Can learn about the fixed price rate of the raw materials, dollars and the transportation charges.
Okay. Okay. Great. Any other? Okay, great. For business organization, basically the government provide various kind of informations, like the rules and regulations, some government policies, some of the text-related informations, some of the defense-related informations, environmental regulations. So there are various kind of information the government is providing for their for business organizations. So there are various kind of government organizations. So these organizations are providing the government policies, rules, regulations, some of the informations. So the business organization has to get these government related information from government agencies website, or some secondary sources like printed materials or government release, or some state document like let's say gazette notifications or any other circulars. They can get some sort of information about the government rules and regulation policies or some other text related informations. These are very much helpful for business organizations to run their routine and business operations. Like let's say the government text policies. Sometime now you can observe in our country, time to time they are increasing these taxes and prices and tax rate, they are increasing. So organization has to get some sort of idea whether to invest or not. Is it a suitable time to invest? Is it a suitable time to import? Or is it a suitable time to expand their operations? So they have to get all this information and they have to move forward. And these government agencies and institutions, each and every government institution and agencies, they have their own website. In this website, they are publishing all the government related policies and rules and regulations. So then organization can get the idea about how to deal with these policies, regulation and rules. This is also very much important. The next one is the financial information. for a business organization, how this financial information is important. Finance.
Can identify the long-term and short-term financial obligations.
Okay, from the previous one, I mean the government-related informations, not only about this tax rate, sometime government may announce some of the opportunities for business organization like tax relief, or some of the opportunities like kind of business loans, some incentives, some kind of business opportunities, some loan, government loans or incentives, or some tax relief. So then a business organization can get some sort of a benefit. Okay, financial informations.
It helps companies make the decision.
Okay, financial information are essential to take decisions. Okay, great.
It improves accountability.
It can improve the accountability. Okay, great.
To know the loss and profit of the organization.
Sorry?
To know loss and profit of the organization.
To know whether their business operation is success or failure, like a loss or a profit. Okay, profit and loss.
To estimate the annual revenue of the organization.
Sorry?
To estimate the annual revenue of the organization.
To estimate the annual revenue of the organizations. Okay, great. Any other idea? Okay, great. As you all said, is correct. Financial information is very much essential for business organizations, because this financial information are like it can include like financial information resources. It can include their bank related informations, credit related information, investment statement and budgets, finance statements and budgets, profit and loss statements, ledgers, balance sheet, and other reports related to finance. So from this finance, they can understand their the current financial positions financial stability, and how much cash in their hand. What is their future expansion? How much the cost will be? What are the sources we can get the finance? So whether to issue any shares or any other short-term and long-term loans we can get from banks and other finance institutions. What is the expected sales? What is the expected revenue? What is the expected expenditures? What is the expected capital investments? All this kind of analysis, all this kind of information is very much essential for their future operations. And to understand about our debtors, creditors, and the investment policies, investment opportunities. So these are very much essential. So then they can maximize their finance. The last one is the customer feedback. Customer feedback, do they really matter for an organization?
Yes, sir.
How? Customer feedback,
And measure the customer satisfaction.
customer information, yeah, measure the customer satisfaction, okay.
To know the customer's needs.
To know customer needs, okay, great.
Increase the customer satisfaction.
Okay, great, to increase the customer satisfaction, okay.
To improve our service and protect quality.
To improve our service and to protect our quality, okay, great.
Gain new customers.
Gain new customers, okay.
The customer feedback lets the customers know that they are prioritized by the company.
Can you please repeat?
No, the customers will be knowing that they are prioritized or valued by the company. So the amount of customers will be increased later on.
Okay, customer feel that companies are listening over there, considering our feedback and opinions, so then they can get some sort of value. That's all.
Yeah, so they can be prioritized.
Okay,
They will
they can be, yeah, customers can be prioritized. Okay.
It also helps to retain our customer.
It also helps to retain our customers. Okay, great.
Understand their customers better.
Understand the customers better. Okay, great. Okay, great. So with that, I'm going to add some more points. So basically, the customer feedback and customer opinions or customer ideas, it can be an input for us. Like by looking this feedback, opinion, and ideas, we may include them into our customer service, to improve our customer service. When we are designing new product, we can incorporate this customer feedback, customer opinion, customer ideas. So then we can produce or manufacture various kind of new product. Customer feedback can be some kind of what you call this idea. So it can be some. It can help us to improve our services, to introduce some innovations, new features, to add some new features, to improve our quality, to retain our customers, to increase our customer satisfactions. So for all these reasons, customer feedback, customer opinions, and customer ideas are very much helpful for us. So integrate surveys, a focus group, and other customer feedback program into companies' operating plans. So then we can use we can use various kind of technique or tools to get customer feedback and customer ideas. So then we can increase customer satisfaction, customer services, and we can offer various kind of new product, new services, various benefits to our customers. Okay, so we looked at the type of information resources business firm prepare, like we looked at the internal information, industry related information, competitor related information, government related information, financial related information, and customer feedback. Okay. Business environment related information. So we looked at this business environment related information under the competitive information and the industry related information. So no need to repeat it again. So with that, I'm going to conclude today's session by this level. And do you have any doubt, any queries, anything we want to clarify?
No, sir. Thank you very much.
So anything do you want to clarify? Any concern?
No. No, sir.
Okay. So then I'm going to wind up by this time, and we'll continue tomorrow. So tomorrow we have a subject, social and professional issues in IT. Okay. See you then.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.